for words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on another SEC rival, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Auburn Tigers offense will start this game off with the football. Last year's Iron Bowl is pretty much what we've come to expect when it's in Tuscaloosa, as scripted as it was a year ago. The drama you tend to find when they play in Jordan-Hare, but there's no mistaking the intensity no matter where these two get together.
Yeah, and Auburn didn't play their best, but this rivalry always provides fun. Like, there's some way, somehow, it shouldn't happen. Where it's played has always mattered. It seems like it will swing the pendulum a little bit, but a lot of hate in the Iron Bowl. The state of Alabama, you're either on one side or the other, and it's usually not friendly. This will be a fun game to watch.
I feel like this is the rivalry game that consistently provides the most drama at the end of every season. That's why it's so much fun to watch. Last year when these guys played, Peyton Thorne threw for over 300 yards, but it wasn't close to enough. They need more balance. They can't turn the football over if they're going to get this win over their hated in-state rival.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Motion from the wideout. On the move. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Caught behind the line. It's Alston. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the ball comes to rest right there. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw at Simpson. Got his man on the outside. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Cuevas. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feel...
Brings it in down the left side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. You put it all on display on that side.
He snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. Off play action. He's looking deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Gives it on the option. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the catch. It's Miller. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The play action fake. Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
3rd and short on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. To the air on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Howard. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. From the The running back tries to hit the hole. He picks it up, still on his feet.
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially against this defense that prides themselves on creating takeaways, and the offense, real lucky they jumped on that one.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Trying to beat the D deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive and trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
The quick out. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Coleman.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
They'll try to sneak it. Got the first down and more.
Yeah, no mystery there. Third down, just let the quarterback keep it himself. How about the push up front by the offensive line to help get that first?
They go to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give from the gun. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Gives it on the option. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, this offense, they started the drive with great field position. They're being methodical here. They're not hitting the home run necessarily and scoring these big explosive touchdowns, but they're getting third down conversions. They're staying on the field. They do a nice job there running the football. They look like they're in control. That's a good sign.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Handoff from the gun. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I'd love to see this offense be physical like this to finish the first half. Like, you're up by 3, put a good first half together. Going into the half right here, got a chance to make this a 2-score game, and I want to chew a lot of this clock. I don't want to give them a lot, so if we can run the football, be consistent, and add to our lead before the half.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Tiger! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I love the play design here. The ball is designed to come out of the quarterback's hands quickly. He finds his big-time target for the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. If If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The run from the shotgun. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Alabama quickly back to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
On target to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run. It's not just eat clock. It is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Coleman. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. On the move. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Looking for a crease to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught on the outside, it's Frazier. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Simmons. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the run from inside his own 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Tide. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Alabama and Auburn plays out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Offense, quick tempo. To the air, it's Simpson. Got the tight end outside. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
The give is to Miller. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Alabama pushing the tempo. Back to pass on second down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That gets them back to within 10. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his 25.
Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred, doing a great job of handling all of that, Palmer.
And Alabama knew coming into this game, you just throw the records out when you're playing your in-state rival, Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all 3 phases of the game, they've been better.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're probably still a little winded after that one. 79 yards, he took it back to the house. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Looking to throw, it's Simpson. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Miller with the ball. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Caught close to the marker, it's Miller. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll try the left side. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Ready to fire from the pistol. To the air on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws. Got a man in the middle. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get...
Touchdown, Auburn! And the stomping has commenced. Auburn extends its lead as the Tigers are turning back the tide.
I give credit to Auburn, too. It seems like every year when these two teams play, it doesn't really matter what Auburn has done leading into this game. They are able, time and time again, to play their best when they play against the Tide. They're doing it again here in the second half.
And I hate the cliche, throw the records out, but it does matter in this game. Why? Both these schools in the same state. They hate each other. The fans hate each other. Got recruited by the same schools. There is nothing about these two teams that like each other.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
To throw, it's Simpson. Working on the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Pass interference, defense.
You want your defenders to be physical in pass coverage, but they can't be overly aggressive. They can't grab and hold. That's an obvious PI call. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. There he goes. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give is to Miller. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. He'll do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Looking left. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Running to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team.
Offense facing 4th down.
Hauls it in, looking for space. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Great place to start for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Release to the back. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Auburn offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
They booted away on 4th down. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes that Alabama offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Throws for the tight end. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back.
Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Right on the money. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense...
Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. He leaves it with his back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Alabama pushing the tempo. Gets the back moving. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Takes the easy completion. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. To the air, it's Simpson. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
Man, it's so many times these don't work. You practice them all week long. Nobody jump off sides. Make sure you stay on sides. Get down there as quick as you can. Hit the first person in front of you. Try to get a lucky bounce. And, man, if they didn't get one, and get the big onside kick.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Offense working from the pistol. Gonna run it. It's Alston. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Since 1893, this game has meant more to the fans in the state of Alabama than any other sporting event, and the toilet paper will fly at Toomer's Corner. The Eagles will fly, and it is an orange and blue game as Auburn takes down the Tide in the Iron Bowl. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.